about education actually because I was graduating high school. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And I had signed up for the Call Me Mr. interview. I completely forgot about it, but one of my friends, Lemanuel Chandler, he came over by my house and he was like, hey, me and my family are going up to Clemson. I'm going to do this Call Me Mr. interview. You want to ride with us? So fortunately enough, I was able to hitch a ride with him to Clemson to interview for the Call Me Mr. program, which I'd signed up for. Completely forgot about it, but I interviewed with Call Me Mr. at Clemson, and they saw something in me. They awarded me an opportunity to come to Clemson and become an educator. When I was trying to figure out what I was going to do in high school, much like a lot of our students, I just knew I was going pro. I knew that was in the stars for me. I knew that was my path. But coming out of high school, didn't get the opportunity. I had smaller opportunities, but I decided to go with Call Me Mr. at Clemson instead. Then when I got to Clemson, I still knew that I had this opportunity in front of me. So my freshman year, I go out, I try out for the team. I've got the dreads, I've got the build, I know I'm the guy, I show up. I don't make the team. I tried to walk on, I didn't make the team my first year, but that second year I decided I was gonna go back, try again, didn't give up, persevered. And that next year, Clemson actually got a new head football coach, and Coach Sweeney gave me an opportunity to join the Tiger football team. Great experience, a lot of great memories, contacts still to this day, great friends, but I was afforded that opportunity as a walk-on. My degree was in multi-categorical special education, K-12. Funny enough, I was in a bowl game down in Miami, my last bowl game there, and while we were down there, I was trying to actually stay near Clemson. So I'd interviewed for the Greenville County School Districts, and I was waiting for a phone call from them. Hopefully I was getting a chance to stay up there. But things work out how they're supposed to, always. It always happens that way. And so I didn't get a call from them. But while I was in Miami at the bowl game, I did receive a phone call from Lexington-Richland School District 5, and I got a phone call about a position at Irmo Elementary School. And I interviewed for it over the phone, and I was afforded the opportunity to become a part-time resource teacher at Irmo Elementary School. After my first year as a part-time resource teacher, I was afforded an opportunity to step into a full-time position as an ED self-contained teacher. And I was there for years. And during my time there, I have unforgettable kids, unforgettable staff members, unforgettable memories, stories. I went to grad school at Southern Westland Columbia campus. And while I was doing that, in that span of time, during that same span of time when I was going back to school, I was actually named Teacher of the Year at Irmo Elementary School by my surprise. And then even a bigger surprise after that, a top 3 finalist for the district. And then the ultimate surprise of being named District Teacher of the Year. Even though it was hard to tear away from Irmo Elementary School, again, things happen how they're supposed to happen. Cassie Pascal was named principal here at Irmo Middle School, and I was able to interview with her. And when I interviewed with her, it was an immediate connection, and she afforded me an opportunity, elected me as an AP here at Irmo Middle School. And so I moved from Irmo Elementary School, and I just moved to middle school with some of my kids. If I was not an educator, I really do think I'd be doing some contracting, some real estate, things of that nature. I really do love that aspect. It's actually one of my hobbies, something I like to do outside of the building at times, just getting to houses and do some remodeling work and things of that nature. So I think if I was not here, I think I'd invest more time there, yeah. Red velvet cheesecake. If I can find red velvet cheesecake, that is that's my guilty pleasure. I will go searching for it. If I can find it, I'm getting it. If I see it, I'm getting it. It is a part of the journey, a part of my story. It's an opportunity to do something for students that was done for me, where people reached out and did these things for me as I was coming along. I think about my time in middle school and the challenges that I faced and the growing pains that I had. Now I'm able to step into the gap and do some of the exact same thing that people did for me. So now as a principal, a leader in this space, I get that chance. And because of that, it's a huge part of my story. it's a huge part of who I am right now. It's all about growing my kids and moving them forward, but I think for me, it's really about every individual kid and the opportunity to just grow them just a little bit, plant seeds, because people along the way did that for me. People talk to me about playing sports, people talk to me about doing well in school, and what about college, and if it weren't for those people along the way, I wouldn't be here. And so now I get to be one of those people along the journey of all of these students who will say, hey, Mr. Joseph was my principal in middle school. And if they don't say anything else, I just want them to be able to say that they grew while they were here.